Yo, what's up, guys? Today we got a package in, and I'm super excited about it. So let's go ahead and open it up. And a little bit of a backstory on this one. So, by the way, this knife is like from when I was a kid. Don't know how I got a knife like this when I was a kid, but anyways, I was gonna use it for opening packages because it's not very sharp. But I think for the most part, I think it's sharp enough to open up packages. So. Not dangerous enough, hopefully, to cut myself, but sharp enough to open up these packages. So perfect, like, kind of like letter opener type thing going on. So trying to cut this open without it cutting too much of everything else. All right, so you got that side. See, you can do stupid, dangerous stuff like that without worrying about cutting yourself. All right, let's see. What do we got? All right, safety. Go ahead and put the knife away. All right, so let's see what we got. So I ordered this, and I don't know if it was exactly a good idea to order this. And I think it actually has the box. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to leave the box in there because otherwise I'm going to have a hard time getting the box back in, because actually this is probably going to go into storage and it's probably not going to come out. But check it out. I paid quite a bit of money for this. I don't know if you can see it, but it's actually an old school television. And why pay, right? Because most of the time they're giving away these things out on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist. I mean, it's pretty much curbside pickup, right? Well, this one was actually it's a very specific model that I was looking for. I'm gonna see if I can go ahead and grab it and get it out of here so I can show you, because we definitely want to plug it in, make sure it works before we put it back into storage. Man, it looks nice. And the cool thing is, it actually, I mean, it looks brand new. I mean, it is in the box. It has all the styrofoam. I just want to make sure it didn't have any batteries, which it doesn't, but it had the little package, and there's the remote. And if you can tell, the remote's green, but it's also translucent. So I think the cool kids call these prison TVs. And actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually move this box to the floor. So let's do that first. All right, just put it on the floor, guys. And then I'm going to just go ahead and lift the TV out. And I didn't see a cord. I don't know if it's one of those cords that just plugs in. I have to look at that and figure out what's the deal. Oh no, there is a cord. Wow, and it's actually wrapped to the TV. So it's pretty clean, guys. This should work. I mean, it's like pretty much hasn't probably ever been really touched, but let me show you what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and lift it. But look, check that out. It's a transparent green television. So I was on Facebook Marketplace, and I happened to catch that somebody had one of these, but it was down in the valley. And the valley's not that far. I mean, I've gone before, but you know, it's still like 4 or 5 hours. So I just did not want to drive that far. And try to figure out how to take off this tie. So as a result, I started looking for one of these televisions, and I happened to catch one on eBay. And the guy was all like, "Hey, I want $300 for it." And I was like, "Whoa, that's a lot for a TV, especially an old TV." Even though it's in great condition. I mean, box, it's got the manual, it's got the remote still in the bubble wrap. It's still quite a bit for a television. So I was just like, "Hey, dude, you know, shipping's still going to be like $30. Would you take 120?" Eventually we worked out some kind of deal, and he was cool with doing 120, and it came out to like 150 shipped for a 13-inch see-through green television, right? Which sounds just crazy. So let me explain why I bought a see-through green television, and also why I think I made a mistake, which is okay. A mistake, but sort of, but not. So I have an Xbox kiosk, and I tried looking for photos on the internet because actually my Xbox kiosk is in storage, and I don't really have. I might have to look through and try to see if I can find an old picture of it, but I'll post a picture now. And if you look at this Xbox kiosk, it has a big base along the bottom, and it's like it's like, I want to say it's like made out of steel because it's like super heavy. And I tried looking for pictures on the internet and I couldn't really find it. And I imagine it's fairly common, but I just couldn't find good pictures of it. So I need to take some good pictures of mine and go ahead and document that. But mine does have the original Microsoft television. It's not really Microsoft, but it has like a little Microsoft sticker on it. And apparently that's like really desirable to find that. But me, since I already have that, I of course want to do something different. And what I decided to do was to find this transparent green television because it looks like the Halo Edition Xbox. And we're talking about the OG Xbox. But it looks just like this Xbox. And this is the one I have. And I figured that this Xbox would pair up perfectly with this television. Now, I said I made a mistake. So the one mistake that I think I made is I think that the kiosk TV, and I haven't looked at the kiosk in a while because it's been in storage, but I think the kiosk TV has a 19-inch television, and this one's a 13-inch. So we're talking about there's going to be a little bit of a size discrepancy there, which is, it's okay. But what we want to do now is just kind of turn on this television, see if it works, and hopefully it works. I don't know if the guy tried it or not. No, he did. He had pictures of it on, but we want to go ahead and turn it on and just make sure everything works on it. And if everything works, then I think this is going to be the Xbox kiosk television, just because I think it's pretty cool and it like matches up pretty nicely. I don't know if they make a 19-inch version of this TV. I seriously doubt it, but if they did, I'd probably be on the hunt for that too. But I just don't think they did. I think these were kind of like novelty TVs. And, they were for like kids' bedrooms. And, kids' bedrooms at the time had 13-inch televisions. Now, I mean, kids' bedrooms seem like they have like 40-inch televisions, right? Like that's the new small size. So, let me go get a game system and let's go ahead and try plugging this in and just seeing if it works, right? All right, so I'll be right back. Okay, so my Xbox, my Halo Green Xbox is actually in storage. And I have like my OG black connected. And my green is actually in storage, but I just had a GameCube laying here because I have ordered that Donkey Kong drum game, and I wanted to try it. So I had this GameCube just laying there, so I was like, you know what, let me just grab this. And I had one of these connected on it. Allows you to connect in HDMI into your GameCube. Works pretty good. You do notice a difference. So let's see. Let's just connect should have power. Now I have this cable. Hopefully this cable works. Because I think I was playing 64. Wow, let's see. Does it have... It has nothing... It has no AV outs, guys. Or AV in. Does it have one on the front? It does have one on the front. Wow, that's going to look pretty cheesy. So this is not going to have the best picture. Wow, that's crazy. It doesn't have any AV inputs at all that I can tell. Huh. That's not good. Yet another thing that I don't like. I do not like AV inputs on the front. But maybe we can figure out some way to make that look tidy. I mean, I would hate to like Dremel out something in the back and have to rewire it all. Maybe we can find some like L-shaped inputs here to kind of make that look a little cleaner. And actually, I mean, the goal is one day this is going to be in a dark arcade. So hopefully you're not looking at the audio video inputs on this thing. But man, this thing is super clean. I can't imagine. Okay, so now the real test is, does it work? Okay. Thought I heard something. I'm looking at the camera in order to see if something comes up here. Hey, we do have something. Okay. So I don't know what channel or AV input it's on. So let's see. There's a volume. There's channel. Let's see, does it just go to AV? No, it doesn't. Wonder if we're going to need to put some batteries in the old remote. Because it does have an RF on the back, which is kind of cool. Oh, let's see. Power to that. There's no like... I didn't know if it like did an auto... Like sometimes when you plug in the connector, it auto senses the input. But I'm assuming this has like an AV. Yeah, this has an AV on it. So let's get some batteries real quick for this, and then we can try that out. See what we need. We need AAA, right? Is that AAA? Yeah, AAA. Let me get some AAAs real quick and then we'll come right back. Okay, before I grab the batteries, I just kind of wanted to show the inside of this thing like a little bit closer up. So if you've never seen the inside of like an arcade monitor, it looks exactly like this. And but look at how clean that inside is because it's never been really used. So this is like your tube back here. When they talk about the picture tube, you can kind of see it. I don't know if I can zoom into it. But I'm gonna try to zoom into it. But it's like right there in the middle. It's kind of hard to see through this plastic. And then you have that's like your yoke connector. This is your neck board back here. It's in the back. And then right here on top, if you ever seen one of these, this is called your anode cup. And this goes down to a flyback, and that's like actually like a high voltage area. So you definitely want to be careful with that because even though we once we turn this TV on. A lot of like the old TVs and old monitors and stuff, what happens is even after you unplug it, it'll actually have a really, really high, I want to say it's like 20,000 volts of electricity up in there. And if you pull on it, you become ground, and it has enough to actually stop your heart, even with the TV unplugged or the monitor unplugged. But yeah, look, check that out. It's kind of cool, right? You can see right through it. So cool. I just wanted to show you kind of a close-up of what it looked like. Okay, so I am going to start pulling out Halloween stuff. So I have this bag of batteries, and I call it like the holiday bag of batteries. And it's all this stuff like for Halloween, for Christmas, and all that. That's all battery-operated stuff. And I was like, let me just go grab some AAAs out of there. All right, so we got some batteries in our remote. So let's go ahead and hit it. Hey, we have something. There it is. All right, let me see if I can, I should probably move this bag. All right, let's go ahead and turn the lights off. And then we can kind of zoom in at it. I don't know, what do you guys think? Let me see. Let me look at it. Picture's not bad. Picture looks pretty good. Definitely a cool little retro way to play these games. Pretty dope little TV. I don't know, guys. What do you think? You think I'm crazy for spending this much on a television? It's funny. I'm also like looking at buying my very first cabaret, and it's going to be the price of about, I don't know, 2 Xbox One Series X's or whatever that is. Kind of pricey. Once you get into this like collector thing, when you're collecting very specific things, it starts getting pretty expensive. What do you guys think? It's not bad, right? So this is Rogue Squadron on the GameCube. I used to play this on the 64 a ton, and I've even played it as recently as like in the last couple years. And my brother had a GameCube, and he kept telling me, he's like, "Hey, Rogue Squadron is on the GameCube. You should give it a shot." And I was like, "No," because I never got a GameCube, and controller looks weird to me, and this and that. Even though I'm coming from the 64, right? The controller on the 64 is kind of weird. But I actually found a GameCube, and it was at Game Over, and then I got this kind of orangey controller to go with it, and yeah, it allows me to play Rogue Squadron here, and yeah, it's pretty cool. And with that HDMI plug, it's pretty legit. I don't even remember how to play this actually. But yeah, what do you think? Yeah, I think this is gonna look sweet once the setup is all together, and I have the Xbox kiosk, and I have the Halo edition. Even though I'm using this GameCube one, just to kind of try it out. It should be pretty cool. And all these TIE fighters, huh? Y'all big Star Wars fans? Who isn't a Rogue Squadron fan, right? This is very similar, I guess, to that new game they are coming out with, that Rogue, what is it? Like Rebel Squadron or something? But yeah, I love these games. Although, to be honest, I love the land-based stuff, which was primarily what Rogue Squadron on the 64 was. This one does have like some like space ones, and I get kind of disoriented as far as where I'm supposed to be at. Got to get back over here. Oh, anyways, this isn't a Rogue Squadron review. This is just a review of the television. And actually, you know what? With those cables plugged in, you can't really see them as bad as I thought you would, especially if you're playing the game, who's going to be really looking at the cables. But you can kind of see them there. But yeah, kind of cool, cool game, right? I don't know. I think it's going to be cool. That translucent green just looks super cool. And if it's dark, it's going to not be as translucent. It's going to be a little bit darker, but it's still going to look and be like that green. But I think it's going to be cool. If not, I'll have the coolest Halo Edition Xbox TV combo setup. I think it'll be pretty neat. Oh well, we failed. I stopped playing. Alright, so cool. Alright, so that's it. I guess that's for this edition of Bomb Diggity Arcade. Please like and follow on YouTube. And actually, I'm on Instagram and Facebook as well. And on Facebook, I've been trying to do some daily plays. And, with this whole quarantine thing, it's been giving me some time to work at home and stuff like that. Yesterday, I rearranged 3 monitors. So, yeah, it's been pretty good. So, definitely follow me. I'll give you a follow back. And I'm like really interested to see like what projects you guys are working on. But, yeah, this is the Zenith Prison Edition, I think is what the kids call it. Translucent green television. Pretty cool. I'm glad I was able to find such a great looking television compared to the one that I saw down in the valley, which was only $10, but it was kind of scratched up and it lived its life. This one, for one reason or another, was like not really ever used, and it looks pretty freaking sweet. All right, guys, I will talk to you later. Remember, like, subscribe, all that, follow Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And I will talk to y'all later on the next episode of Bomb Diggity Arcade.